I woke up this morning and knew it was October. October the 1st to be exact. The first day that we can harvest this corn and finally feed our pigs. But before we jump into the harvester and start that process, I wanted to give you a little bit of a recap of a couple things I've done offline. So we have silage bales still sitting in the bale shed that are alfalfa based ones. And they're taking a little bit longer to ferment for me than I normally do. They were 7,500 liter bales of alfalfa, and they've really taken some time. We're now going on 3 months, and they're barely at 56%. So I decided to make a change. I plowed up that alfalfa field that we harvested, planted grass. I also bought another field, so let me hop on a map here and show you. I bought this little field right here, field 15. Let's visit it. It's already growing grass, and I've already harvested it once. So I've already mowed it and wrapped it up in a bale, and we're going to get one more cut out of it next month in October. So I had about 65-ish thousand liters of grass, and I decided I couldn't wait anymore to start feeding these cows because we need to start making money. I've done about 6 contracts offline, plowing other people's fields, and cultivating some fields. Saved up enough cash, and I bought this fermenting silo. We hop in and take a look. We already have 64,237 liters of silage. So once we mow this grass, we bring it over, dump it in this fermenter, and it instantly turns into silage for us. And it also gives us some digest, which we can use. We can either sell it, or we can use it for fertilizer, which most likely I'll sell it just for income to kind of help fund some of this field growth that we need to do. So with that being said, let's feed our cows first thing this morning. Let's start filling this trailer. There we go. Now we'll run over here into this cow barn and drop some silage off. I'm excited. These guys are really going to start producing for us here. We have a little bit of milk. I think maybe 100 liters of milk or something of that nature. And so this thing takes a little bit of time. It's a slow little cart. But as you can see, we're getting them some silage. We've got 5,000, almost 6,000 liters so far. Their health is at 48%. But because we haven't really gave them anything really good to eat, the reproduction stage is still really low. We get these guys going here pretty quick, and they'll start producing babies for us, and we'll start growing this herd. It's almost done with the first one. So we'll just kind of do this one cart full, just so that you guys can see. And we will most likely kind of fill up this thing offline. So we can get down to the stuff. Figured episode 2 was a little long. It was 41 minutes, and there wasn't a lot of, action-packed stuff in there. Just kind of some things, we wrapped up our first bales, and we got our straw, and we did all of that stuff, which is all fun, and it's all things that need to be done in the game, but it's not view-worthy. So here's that one alfalfa bale. So if we stop the tractor and we hop out, and we go over and we take a look at it, it's sitting at 56%. So that's going to be probably another month, maybe 2 months. So what we're going to do with this alfalfa silage is we're going to sell it. And that's going to fund our next couple of fields. I'm thinking field-wise, depends on how much money we get. either 24 and 25 or field 9 and field 10, and we'll just plow these all together and make one huge cornfield along with field 1. Eventually, we might buy some sheep. We can keep the grass fields. We can use that for hay. But like I said in the beginning, I want to just strictly grow a bunch of corn, use corn to feed the pigs, and also use corn for silage. So that's kind of where we're at. So enough with that nonsense. Let's get in this harvester and let's get this corn harvest started. I'm going to set up this thing on with a worker and get him going, and I will run the grain cart. But at first, I'm going to do probably the first set of rounds. So let's get this thing unfolded. I'll probably do the headlands, park it, dump it, that all kinds of things. So let's get this, let's lower this thing. We're going to turn it on. Don't think we can, maybe we can get some straw out of this. I'm not really sure. Let's go ahead and set this up to steering assist to 6 meters. We're going to give ourselves 2 headlands. We are going to get started here. As you can see, I don't know if we can get in here and look. But you can see, if I zoom out, you can see the corn running up in the rows of the header. It shucks on the inside and puts the kernels inside of the hole there. And that's what they do. They do in real life too. Now, this field's not going to give us a whole lot of yield this year. It wasn't limed. It wasn't fertilized. It wasn't really taken care of. So once we get done with this harvest, we'll immediately plow the field. We'll lime the field first. Then we'll plow the field. And then we'll replant corn again in the month of September, or the month of, let me see, March. I think we plant corn in March. Let's look. Yeah, we plant corn in April. I'm sorry. April and May, and you can harvest in October and November. So we want to get it done in April so we can harvest this in October first thing. So I'm excited to get these pigs fed. I think they're 5 months old now, maybe 4 months old. I think 5 months old is where they're at. They really haven't had any food. So their reproductive state's been slowed down and their health is kind of slowed down. So we need to get them some food. So we're going to get this first filled up, this first bucket filled up here, this full, and then we'll go feed them immediately. I have the grain cart and the trailer, or the tractor and the grain cart ready to go over there. So as soon as we get this full, we'll be able to run over and get them taken care of. And we're only getting 62% yield off this field right here at this point, which is horrible. But we'll plow this and we'll lime this and we'll plow this and we'll plant this in March and we'll fertilize it. And you'll see on year 2 of this field, we'll get that percentage in the 120s, and the yield will be doubled. So I'm going to keep track of what we get total liter wise on the little note here, and we'll come back on this field once we've been taking care of it, once we've taken care of the field and done all the things that we need to do, and we'll compare where we're at with that. So but that's kind of where we are. So again, I'm going to just kind of hit the mic. I will probably turn on some music and give you guys a slow 8 times or 10 times speed of the harvest. But I will bring you back when we go feed the pigs. So enjoy the corn harvest. All right. We had our first round. Let's get this grain cart filled 11,000 liters here. And let's run over and give our pigs our first set of corn. And of course, I can't line up the grain cart. we go. Get this unloaded here pretty fast and we'll head on over and take care of it. It's a slow, tedious process, but you know, it just takes a little bit of time. This is what our first couple episodes have been working towards. Buying some money, you know, doing some stuff. You know, let's just go ahead and hire this guy right here while we're sitting here. Let me hop in this cart real quick. And we'll hire a worker and get him started. And we'll come back and we'll just cart for this guy. He should probably back up and then just get started. Putting his pipe back in, he's going to lower his head. He should just continue right there where we left off. He should anyway. These AI workers, I just don't know sometimes. Well, enough on him. We'll come back and figure that out in a second. Let's go feed our pigs. Chickens are doing well. I think we got like maybe 1 or 2 stacks of eggs, nothing crazy. I did take down this fence around the house. Tractors kept running into it when I hired drivers, so I took this out around the inside here, just so that we can get a little more room when we're driving around. The same thing here with the fence going into the barn. Just needed to be done for, you know, things like that. My crazy driving, the AI workers driving, and all of that stuff. All right, let's run over here, drop this food off for these guys. While that's doing that, we will run in, take a look, and show you guys the corn inside the feeders. There should be some corn inside these feeders. Maybe not yet. But don't those piggies look cute? They've got their straw, and they now have 10,569 liters of food. So their health is at 0%. So they will literally start eating here pretty soon and start working on that health. Beautiful. All right. Well, let's go catch up with that harvester. And we're going to rinse and repeat this process. I'm going to get this thing full of corn today. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you're enjoying the content. You know, if there's something that you would like to see or something that I may not doing or may not be doing, or if you have any advice, you know, please leave it in the comment. You know, if you watch these videos, you know, we had 81 views, I think, on the first video. I think we're sitting at 27 or 30 views on the second episode. give me a thumbs up. Just, give me a thumbs up, and just helps with everything. Just helps the algorithm, helps whatever. So let's hop back on this thing because he doesn't know what he wants to do here. Let's enter this vehicle. Let's go ahead and lower this head. Cancel the worker, lower the head, turn on the harvester, and hit our steering assist button, and let's go to work. As we're finishing up this last pass, just want to give you guys a little time frame element. This harvest has taken almost 2 hours to complete, and I'm going to trim all this down for you guys for about 25 minutes probably. So that's why it's nice to just hit the mute button on the microphone, let you guys listen to some music, and we'll speed it up so you guys can enjoy it. But I just wanted to hop on, get back in it for this last pickup. We can dump the corn in the cart, run over to the pig barn, do one more drop of corn, and then we'll see exactly where we end up for our corn harvest, how much we got out of this field. And remember, you know, we didn't get a good percentage. This has only been about, and we're in the red, so we're 50 some percentage. We can turn back this on. Let me show you. We're at 56% right now. So everything in that red that you can see is 50%. And when we treat the fields and we take care of them like we're supposed to, that'll be anywhere between 90 and 110 most likely. So I'm looking forward to a great yield next year this time, because we can only harvest once a year. So pull this pipe out. So we're going to put about another 15,238 liters. All right, let's go take this, the pigs. We'll dry this over, we'll dump it off, and we'll end the video here. This was the main focus. It's been building up for 2 episodes. The third one, we finally get to feed the pigs. We'll go ahead and end the video feeding the pigs, give us a total, see if their health is increased or not. Off camera, I'm going to fertilize both grass fields. I will lime and plow up this cornfield and get it ready for harvest. I might pick up a contractor too. I saw a couple there that I wanted to pick up. We'll see. Not really sure if I'm going to do that or not, but that's what I plan on doing off stream. Also, I'm going to feed the rest of these cows the silage and get them full and get them going, because once I'm done with all of my work, I will do what we call fast time, and I will speed up the calendar to the month of March probably, so that we can start planting. So there's not really anything be going on, you know. It's just making sure the animals have food, and and kind of go from there. So we'll dump this off, and then we'll get it, see how many liters we actually got. All right. You know, I wonder if we can actually see the corn in the feeders now. Let's take a look. Don't know if we'd be able to or not, but doesn't look like it. I know in some of the, oh yeah, you can. There they are. And there's the corn. So we know they're being taken care of. And their health is now at 6%. It was at 0 earlier. So we take a look at the icon. We go up here to the animals. You can see the chickens are, they just actually just gave birth to 49 more chickens. So now we have, what, 99 and whatever the other number is there. So we got a couple hundred chickens. And the cows are doing well. Their health is at 62%. Remember, it was a 0 earlier, so they're eating. That's good. The babies are growing healthy too as well. So when these guys get to 100% health, then they'll start the reproduction phase. So we're at with that. And let's check on the piggies. So puberty, they're 83% puberty. They're going to be 6 months old. And when they become 6 months old, they can reproduce, but their health's got to get to 100%. So we'll go ahead and get them to 100%, and then they'll start reproducing for us, which I think is going to be probably month 7, month 8, basically, as we're going. And they will reproduce another 250 pigs. So every time they reduce, we're going to have 250 pigs. Sometimes we'll have 500 at a whack, and then we'll start selling pigs. And that's where the pigs make us money, is when we start selling them, because you figure we're going to sell 250 pigs at $2,600. I'll let you do the math offline, and you can put it in the comments and let me know what your thought is on that. But that's where we're going to go ahead and let's just stand in here and just look at these little guys. Look at them, look at them, look at them running around. It's a beautiful thing. Our cash cows. Oh, I mean our cash pigs. Look at him playing, having fun. He's happy. He's got some food. He's running around and dancing and doing his jig. Well, thanks for watching episode 3. I hope you enjoyed the time lapse of the corn harvest. Our pigs are fed, our cows are fed, and we have started making money on the Pig Empire series. So long for now. I'll see you in episode 4. I'll be doing some live streaming to show you the stuff that goes offline, at Twitch at Papa C Farming, and on YouTube as well. Look for the notifications if you have them. Thanks, and enjoy the rest of your day.